So I have these really old windows that I got from my mom's house when they were tearing down the upstairs. I've got about 5 of them, but I'm just gonna do one as like a test. I'm gonna try to create this like really cool, like if you were looking out of a window, what would you see type of thing, instead of just putting like a random painting inside it. And yeah, so as you can see, like the window is extremely old. The glass is like kind of rickety and stuff, and it's got all this old whatever it is. I've got some new stuff of that, so I'll chip all that out. And the wood is like really gross, so I'm gonna try to sand some of that off and repaint it. And then I've kind of thought a lot about what I'm gonna do to paint the background. Instead of painting the glass or on a canvas, I think what I'm gonna do is get a piece of like thin plywood to fit the back of the window and prepare that and paint on that, and then it can kind of be like this background. It just sits in place there and kind of like holds it all together. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I'm gonna see how it turns out. Okay, so I've moved inside, and that actually, it's flipped on the other side right now, but that actually took about an hour to scrape all that off. I didn't have the proper hand tools, but that's okay. So now I want to get all this old stuff off, and I'll probably have to take like a knife or something, get that, put all new stuff. So I got this window glazing stuff that I'm gonna try to scrape on with this thingy, and after that's done, I'm gonna clean the glass on both sides, flip it over, and oh, and one other thing, I guess you have to put these thingies in the, like, they shove in to hold the glass in like extra, and then you put this stuff over it. So I got these too. So after I'm done with that, I will flip it over, clean the other side, and then start painting it. And I'm going to paint this like turquoise color, and I'm going to try to do it like lightly so it's not, kind of has that old look. So yeah, I'm going to do that part now, and we'll see how that turns out. Okay, so I also have these screws that I'm going to spray paint with this brown color that I think will look nice with the turquoise, and those screws will go on there so they can hang stuff on them and whatever. So I'll just spray these. And maybe I'll have to flip them over. I don't know. Let that dry. Okay, so I've started painting and I realized I should take it off time lapse so I could show you. I've got my turquoise right here and I'm just barely putting like hardly any paint on there, maybe even like less than that, and just lightly touching because I don't want it to be like, get a little bit more on there. If you have more on the brush, then just go lighter with it. Yeah. So it's has that nice old antique look. That's kind of what I'm going after. And it's kind of cool to like do it differently in certain spots so it's like not all the same. I don't know, that's at least what I'm finding. And I flipped this over to, so you can see the other side is where I just did the new window sealant stuff. Probably, I've never done that before, so I think it was pretty good for my first time. I'll just get these sides. And I'm not doing anything to the back, like, because what I want to do is I'm getting a piece of wood cut for me that fits the back, and I'm going to be painting a scene directly on that piece of wood, and then like also screw it to the back so it supports it, and there'll be a picture in there. So yeah, I'm not really worrying too much about the back. I'm just gonna be waiting for paint to dry and mostly this stuff to dry. I think that's gonna take the longest. All right, so we have to put the phone down for get this middle part. Just be careful. As you can see, I didn't fully chip off all the black paint in the middle. It was extremely hard, really tedious work, and it was in the middle, so I did the best I could. I think it looks pretty good. It's a lot better than what it was. I actually don't think it looks that bad. I think it actually makes the window look nicer with the black and the brown. Kind of looks cool. Alright, let me get this edge. see. Yep. Okay. Okay, I think that's all done and looks really good. I'm sure it's gonna look better once there's a... That looks nice to me. I like it. Yep. Okay, so here is the piece of wood that I'm going to be putting on the back of the window. It's kind of already got some paint on it, and it's just like, it's kind of a beat up piece of wood, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to prime it. It's already got some paint on it, but I'm going to put a couple coats of primer on it before I paint a scene on it. It's got a little sticker thingy here, but yeah, so